is our first sighting in the morning. We just left the camp, heading toward the plains, and likely we found this majestic male just walking along the road. Look how beautiful he is. Oh, he is just spraying the scent. Lions tend to do mark their own territory, leave the scent so that no other lions will go through the area. So it's sort of sending information that the territory is taken. Look at the size of the paws. It's huge. This is a big cat.
Beautiful, John.
He's coming with us.
Richard.
John B.
Today we have the place for ourselves.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be just guides. We don't have the professional photographer with us today.
No pesky filmers.
No pesky filmers. It's just us. We're gonna be doing our guiding stuff.
A guide's day out.
Guide's days out. And what we will be doing is we will be filming the way the guide filmed. Take our own footage, photographs, and then find things that probably small things that more likely professional wouldn't really.
Eliza's going to be furious.
She will.
None of the cool stuff she.
But it's a day. It's a guide days out.
It's our day. Big five. So here we are. We've got lovely migration going on. This early morning light. Everything bathed in golden light. And we've got a line, a mixed line actually, wildebeest and zebra moving together, moving in single file, and the line is several kilometres long. It's difficult to imagine how many animals are in this herd, but certainly thousands of animals. There's still plenty of grass out here, isn't there, John B?
Yes, there is.
And look around, we're just surrounded by grass.
Yeah.
So what this is the search for water. There's no permanent surface water on the Serengeti Plain. So all those pools and ponds we've been seeing, they're drying up. And so they're having to move to places where they can find drinking water. Wildebeest and zebra drink daily, don't they?
Yes, they are very water dependent. And that's why they migrate. It's always looking for green pasture and water.
Mm.
Morning. So it's a bit later in the morning, and we found this female lioness on a kopje, but it's 10:30, so the light is brutal. So what I mean by brutal is it's really white, so it's very cold light, and it's coming from almost straight up above. So the shadows are really dark, and the light, the sunlight is really white and really bright, and the contrast between the light and the dark is really bad, basically, for photography. And so what happens is it just enhances the fact that it's much better to shoot in the early morning and the late afternoon when you have warm light, which is coming in sideways and it's very gentle, it's very orangey, very yellow, as opposed to this light, which is very white and very blue. Let's see if I can get anything out of this. Oh no, come on, don't be asleep. And see, look how dark my picture is. That is appalling. So I'm going to overexpose it by one stop. A little bit better, but now you see I'm bleaching out here. So basically, I got no picture here at all. If I overexpose by even more, you see? So she's now nicely exposed, but the white here is clipping. I think, yeah, you see there, it's just clipping a little bit on the histogram. So don't really have a shot here, but it's really nice taking pictures, and she's so beautiful I can't help it. I've got to take some pictures. Oh, now she's opening her eyes.
So we've really been looking for elephants. So many of you have been asking for elephants, and we did find that one bull a couple of days ago. But here we found a lovely group. What do you think? What, 40, 50?
They were about 50 with youngsters.
So good to see, isn't it? So lovely.
This is always what I was being fascinated about elephants. That elephants have an amazing way of communication. They have that really low frequency that we can't hear it, but they are talking among each other. And you must sometimes only hear either the end of the message or the beginning of the message, which is a rumble. You only see a brrrr.
Do that again. That's so good. Look at that, look at that. Do you see the way it's curling its trunk? It's giving us a really good demonstration of how useful an elephant's trunk is. You know, they've got thousands, I think even tens of thousands of different muscle groups. There are no bones in there, so it's completely flexible. And they've got those two wonderful, do you see those wonderful fingertips at the end of its trunk? You can even see into its nostrils there, giving us such a good demonstration. There's the male, you can see his yellow throat. It's a beautiful black collar. A striking looking bird. There's the female, very different look. You see that mottled back? They nest in the dry season. And this means that chicks are at risk of dehydration. Now, how do you bring water to your chicks if you're a bird? Your beak's not big enough, it doesn't work. So they've got specially adapted feathers on the breast. The males have this. So you'll see when they're done drinking, they'll waddle down into the water, dip their feathers in the water. It acts like a sponge, absorbs water, which they can then take back to their chicks. And the chicks peck feverishly at the water, the feathers, to get the water off. So we were talking earlier on about ground nesting birds and how well camouflaged their eggs are. And we've just come across a blacksmith lapwing. And we wanted to photograph her, but she moved away. She's not far away and she'll come back and settle as soon as we're gone, no problem at all. But this is a good example of those nicely camouflaged, beautifully mottled eggs.
This is one of my favourite places in the Serengeti. It's one of the hills of Vilima Saba. Vilima Saba means 7 hills. There's actually more than 7 hills in the 7 hills, but that's okay. It's like 7 oaks. But wait, you'll watch, you'll see. It's just the most spectacular spot. A little hill perched in these huge, vast open plains. Look at this. Oh, look, every time I come up here, oh, I get the goosebumps. Look at this. Oh my God. Gosh, golly gosh, it's amazing. I love it here. So quiet. Blossom. Hey, sweet chicks. I'm coming to you moja kwa moja. Unaniona?
Oh, don't come across the plain if I were you.
So I go all the way around on the road. You're just off the road?
Yeah, we're close to the track here, so if you carry on straight power, keep the elephants on your left, I think. Jombi's managed to find us the only hole in the Serengeti. We just had a lovely time with these ellies. We're a short way away. And managed to get both hand wheels caught in a pair of holes conveniently spaced apart. Alright, sorry, I better go. I've got to go and help Jombi. Jagged? No, they're all beautifully softened. It's all lovely, smooth, rounded edges. Aren't they, Paula? A bit like my tummy, you're quite right. They're smooth and rounded like my tummy. So, and it's so nice where elephants have been scratching and they've got sandpapery skin and all the lovely oils in their skin. Lanolin, isn't it? And it just brings it, polishes it beautifully. It's very tactile and lovely, actually. Beautiful.
We just spotted our first impala, and impalas are magnificent animals. Females are hornless, males have horns, and males do dominate, create one harem, and they are territorial. Males will defend their own territory from other males. They're just beautiful. More likely their habitat is woodland. You don't find these antelopes out in the plain. We have been seeing Thompson and ground gazelles because they are plains antelopes.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is this morning of yesterday, but no, today's this morning, but you've just watched yesterday. So now we're properly almost live. We've just got a couple of quick things to say before we sign off from this series. So I'm going to start with John B.
Yes, we have the bird quiz from Richard, and the answer was the black-chested snake eagle. Kudos or well done to Glenn Stevens, Edith Tamayo, Nick Gabbard, Kathy West, Simon Stafford, and Chuck Phillips.
Yay.
Well done.
Well done, guys.
And everybody else
And everybody else.
And everybody else.
who got it and didn't write in.
Yeah.
That's it. Very good. Well done, all that. Great quiz.
Thanks very
So
much.
we've got a couple of birthdays. So happy birthday, Sabrina. Happy birthday, Maggie Jeffries. Happy birthday, Adrian Cal in Singapore. That's a new one. And then we've got two particularly special birthdays. Simon Mays, 50 today. Or is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Simon.
happy 50th.
Happy 50th, and happy birthday, Janet Lefroy. We have been told 60. Happy 60th.
Happy
Very
60th.
many happy
Many happy
returns
returns.
to everyone. There we go. Ricardo.
Thank you very much. And great news from this end, because quarantine is being removed in Tanzania, so that's really good news for all of us. The government is implementing special procedures to keep everybody safe. So when you feel that it's safe to travel, please come back to Serengeti. Serengeti is looking particularly lovely, and we're here for you.
Travel with us.
Obviously to travel
travel
with
with
us.
us.
Travel
Oh,
with
so
us.
that was understood, surely. Come on.
Yeah.
And, you know, at this point, I'd like to say huge thanks to all our families. I know that everybody's holding the fort back home, and that's really important for us. So, John B's lovely Joyce and the kids back
Yes.
home, many thanks for allowing us to have John B. Paolo's Pooch and the
Yep.
boys,
Yep.
likewise. And my lovely Jules for being a rock.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Oh,
Thanks,
and
everyone.
over now.
John.
And yeah, and a huge thanks goes to Blink, a product of Gadgetronics, for giving us an ability of fast internet in the middle of nowhere. Thank
done.
you very much.
Amazing, yeah.
Another thanks go to Tanzania National Park. Thank you, Tanzania National Park, for all your support.
Super. So, Eliza, I think that's it. Hang on a sec. Hold that for a second.
Got it.
We can't have it. Yeah, you're coming. We can't have a final shout out without a final shout out shirt. There we go. There we go.
Just a shout out and love to Kate and Rick, Ethan and Josh, and of course my husband James, with lots of love.
Yay, brilliant. So, as a last word from us, we as a team want to say a huge thanks to you guys for watching us, for writing amazing comments, questions, everything. Thank you so much. Spread the word.
Keep them coming. Keep those comments coming.
We're going to be back in mid-June with the Serenera series. Dum, dum, dum. Which is very, very exciting. And we've had lots of questions. We are going to be answering those this evening at 6 p.m. East Africa time, which is GMT plus 3. So we're going to be live on YouTube. Can you imagine? We're all going to be there answering your wildlife questions, your conservation questions, your Serengeti questions, your filming questions, and your photography questions. So tune in. You have to subscribe to our channel, but obviously it's free. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and then come and join us live at 6 p.m. East Africa time, GMT plus 3 this evening. And I think that's it from us for this series. Can't wait to see you all again this time. Oh! How could I forget? We have to end on a Ricardo pun.
Oh.
Okay, so obviously because of these difficult times, I had to have a chat with my luggage and explain that we wouldn't actually be travelling in the near future. So now I've got emotional baggage. So that was my favourite joke of all the ones sent in. I can't remember who did it. We will give attribution. I love that joke. Thank you so much. See you later on.
See you later. Bye. Bye.